So I have the third example, and this is a very tricky sentence. It requires a bit of thinking and a lot of questioning. I have I fed the horse some hay. Now, when we look at this first, we say the horse is the one receiving the action of fed because you ask yourself, I fed who, I fed what? I fed the horse. But it's not really like that. I guess it could be that just the word fed is tricky because if we were to change the verb fed to gave and say I gave the horse some hay, it would be a lot more easier to find the direct object because you want to know what is it that you gave the horse. You didn't give the horse because the sentence does not end there. You gave the horse some hay. So what did you give the horse? Hay. That would be the direct object. But now we have I fed the horse some hay, and it is the same thing except with a different word. So you want to know what did you feed the horse? You fed the horse some hay. So that is the direct object. We have the action verb. And now we are left with the horse and some. And you will want to find the indirect object. Remember, it is a noun or a pronoun. And it is between the verb and the direct object. So to whom or to what did you feed the hay? To the horse. So now we have the indirect object here. So this verb affects hay. So the direct object is receiving the action of the verb. And now this is affecting this. And that's why we call them or call the direct object the object receiving the action. We call it the direct object because it is the direct receiver of the object, and the indirect object is the indirect receiver. So now we have number 4. My friend sent me a birthday card. We have friend as the subject of the sentence. We have sent as the verb. Sent what? We have a birthday card or just a card, whichever is correct. Direct object, and sent the birthday card to whom or to what? To me. Pronoun me, indirect object. And the last one, they owe you an apology. They owe what? An apology. Direct object, direct receiver of the action verb owe. And they owe an apology to whom or to what? Indirect object, indirect receiver. To you, the pronoun you. And that's how you find the direct object and indirect object. There are rules and things that you can do to guide yourself on finding them. The first thing that I suggest you do is find the subject first, then the verb, then the direct object, and then the indirect object.